showing live. So give that a minute or two, because I know it always takes a minute or two to get everywhere. And I'll check my... Let's see. Okay, we're showing an excellent connection. There is the video. And let's go ahead and look at... Let's see here. Okay, this looks good. Let me just copy this text out. I use the same text every time in Instagram. It's just easier, to be honest. It really just is. So, okay. So we need to go to here, and we open our little video. All right, and we select this from there, and we go next, and we paste this in there, and we hit the share button, and let's check on our social stream stuff. All right, activating. Live chat's good. That looks okay. Let's activate this. Give that a minute, and we'll say live chat right there. Pardon me. I will get a drink of water in a minute. Okay, all the chat windows appear to be open. So let's go ahead and click on our dock. There it is. And now we will come over here, and I have to switch that to the new one. Here it is. There, that should be it. Done. All right, let's do a quick test. So let's start with, man, sorry, my throat is very dry. Test 1. Shows up. Hey, Faint Waves, how you doing? Well, good. You verified that Twitch chat is working, so thank you very much. I'm just doing my opening test. I just started the stream, so man, you got here at the right time. All right, let me do a test 2 here and see if that shows up. Just heard your... Oh, the 5 on RoboCop. Yeah. Yeah, I actually forgot about it, to be honest, because the only reason I remembered it, because I play it on and off, which I think is great. I just jump in there for 30, 40 minutes. And yeah, because Andy was talking about it on Beyond Synth, and I think he was a little more critical of it than I was. So I remembered, I'm like, oh, you know, I never talked about it. Because I think it does, to be fair, when it first starts out, the first maybe hour is probably the roughest part of it, because you're kind of adjusting to it. But honestly, I really think they did a pretty great job with that game. I think the parts that are important to have a RoboCop game, they got. And that's why I wanted to talk about it, because I've been having a really good time with it. Okay, so let me do my little intro bit here. So let me roll this beautiful bean footage, and I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to get a quick sip of water. Bear with me a minute. Yeah, I like that game. I think that game managed to capture most of what I would expect out of a RoboCop game. You know, unless you're going to do something like the Nintendo version, where you do something that's like a side scroller or something like that. But oh, you know what? I forgot to post this in all the places. Sorry, give me a second here. I just have to hit enter in a bunch of spots. This should be very quick. Enter, 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 enter. I did preload them, so this should be very fast. But I forgot to actually hit the enter button. All right, I can now close Discord. And let me make sure I post this to Blue Sky. Post. And that should be pretty quick. I did the Instagram thing already. I think everywhere else I already did. So this should be pretty quick. Sorry, I meant to do this before I started. And of course, I, as usual, forgot. All right. Post has been published. And we are... Come on, show it to me. Let's make sure it actually shows up. I've noticed a lot of times it says it shows up. It doesn't. And there. Done. Okay, I can now put that down. So, we can get right into it. Yeah, I like Rogue City. Because, yeah, I'm about halfway through. Roughly, from what I can tell. Including, I've been doing all the side stuff, too, because I want to see what that's like. Some of that, I will admit, is probably better than the main game. But I don't hold that against it. I'm going to read, this hair is bothering me. I'm not digging these hair strands. So I had an idea on something that I'm going to do if I can find them. Wow. Boy, there's a lot of them. Where is that? There it is. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and... is this it here? No, it's this, that. I should not have done it like that. Let's just see what this looks like. I'm going to turn this off for a minute. Here. Go to this layer. I'm going to get the... Because I don't like how ununiform they are. So I'm going to do something here, which I haven't done before. I'm going to try it. But yes, the short version is, I think anybody who likes RoboCop will have a good time with the game. And I think, like I said, in terms of what I would want out of a RoboCop game, I think they delivered the important stuff. Not that saying it's all perfect or anything like that. It's not. You are going to see some seams, because it is what I believe they would classify as a AA title. Although, you know what? That's not... I don't have any problem with that. I think the important bit is, did you get the feel of the game right? And I really feel like they did. I feel like they thought about what they were doing and managed to deliver a pretty great experience. Which does admittedly have some rough edges. Can't deny it. It's just the way it is. But I think the important stuff is there. So that was my kind of long and short on it. Jeez, I gotta fix that too. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate this to make it look more uniform. Because honestly, I just realized something stupid I did. Yeah, I did something dumb there. Okay. What I should have done. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, it's not gonna work. All right, that's okay. Let's do a new layer. We're gonna come from further back, so like that. Okay, that might work. Hold on. Yeah, that'll work. I just gotta reposition it, but that's gonna work. Yep. See, because I need that. I need the longer bits for the other parts. So I'm just gonna go ahead and. Normally, I don't like doing stuff like this, but honestly, there's no reason not to. Although I should, just so that I keep things consistent. Where are my pencil lines? That would be roughly there. Sorry, bear with me a minute. Aha! Ah, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So I'm going to turn the green off for a minute. And, hey, Timber Dragon. Yep. Oh, you know what? I realized I had the multi-stream in a different window. Here we go. Hold on a minute. Well, that's weird. It should have showed up. But yes, I am reading it. I just missed yours because the multi-stream window wasn't open, which is bizarre. But I still see it. It's still there. So thank you for stopping by. Hello. I kind of figured that you were the other person. I already said hello to Faint Waves, who stopped in, but I had the... It's weird. I wonder why the Twitch chat, or why the multi-stream thing doesn't show that. Doesn't matter. It's on the screen. So yes, I can see it. I am seeing it. So happy Tuesday. I just forgot what day it was. Remembered. Just took a minute. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, I was just talking about a video game called RoboCop Rogue City, which I picked up. I don't even remember how long ago I picked it up. I know it was in a Steam sale, but since Steam now seems to have 4,000 sales a year, I remember when they only had really 2, but they have more, which is, you know, great because they are essentially almost the entirety of digital game storefronts now. So it's not bad that they have lots of sales. That's an okay thing. But I just remember at one point, Steam sales were not nearly as I mean, you had them, but not as much as you do now. So saying I picked something up on the Steam sale, you used to have an idea of when that was more. I used to be able to figure out when that was more easily. Not now. Not now, because now there's just so many Steam sales. Which is not great for my wallet, I'll admit. But, you know. But not the worst thing in the world for them to have more Steam sales. And I do like that RoboCop game that came out. Well, there we go. I have to go. I don't know if I can come back and back for it. All right. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by for a minute. That's okay. I appreciate you coming by and saying hello. It's all right. This will be on the YouTube channel eventually. I will probably be working on this image on Thursday, so if you can come back on Thursday, that's great. But don't feel bad. You got to go. You got to go. It's perfectly fine. I'm planning on being back for Thursday, so if you're here, I will talk to you then. Like I said, thank you for coming by at all. I appreciate anybody who stops by, even if it's only for a minute, to say hello. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Jeez, my days are thrown off because of the holiday. It's throwing me off. So have a good rest of your Tuesday. And if you're back here on Thursday, then I plan to talk to you on Thursday. Hope everything is going well. I'm doing all right, although it's going to be 105 tomorrow, which I'm not thrilled about. I thought we were, I mean, really, we're in September now. This is nonsense. Should not be over 100 once you hit September. Do not enjoy it. Not happy about it. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. There are worse things, but at the same time, just really 105 in September. Not the biggest fan of that, but that's all right. That's all right. I got a little, let's see. Actually, weirdly, even though in the United States, usually, Labor Day you don't get mail, there was a delivery yesterday, which was, I bought the, it's called the Ambernic, A-N-B-E-R-N-I-C, Ambernic, I believe is how you're supposed to say it. The Ambernic, let's see, what is the 40XXV, which is a little handheld retro system where it basically looks like a Game Boy, and you can play all different types of gaming systems on it, up to, I believe, the PlayStation 1, but that came yesterday, so I've been messing around. You know what? I'm going to move that up a little bit. I've been messing around with that since yesterday. I quite like it. The only, I mean, I mostly play, I mean, honestly, I would say 90% of what I play are Nintendo stuff. Super Nintendo and old NES games. I just like them. So I don't really push those types of systems too hard. It's got a very nice form factor. About the only complaint is I wish it was available in more colors, but I just got it in white because the only other colors are kind of a, what they call an indigo blue, which, it's a nice blue, but I don't know, when it comes to the handheld systems, I kind of like the colors to be a little bit more minimal. So I knew I wasn't getting the blue. They had a transparent black. I looked pretty hard at that one. I was kind of leaning that way, and then I thought, you know what, the white one just has a nice kind of clean look to me, so I went with the white one, even though I'm sure to some people that's probably the most boring option you could go with. But I just kind of liked the color white that it was using, so I went with that. Yeah, see, I think this looks a lot better than the other hair that I had done. I really like how this looks. So, and it's nice and uniform because it's basically the same stroke repeated, but there you go. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I generally don't like to do like repeating stuff like that. I've always kind of looked at that as, I don't know. I still have these old, tired ways of thinking sometimes, and one of them is the idea that, okay, if I'm repeating my pattern, I'm not doing as much work, which is nonsense because I drew it, I still did the work, you know? It's a weird kind of just antiquated mindset, which I don't like that I still have, but nonetheless I have it. So let's see what we got there. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Much better. Yeah, that looks much better than the previous version. I like that. It's got a nice uniformity to it. Yeah, I'm digging that. Okay. I do have to fix, that's going to bug me if I don't fix that little black area right there. Yep, let's get that corrected real quick. Here we are. There's a couple little spots like that, which honestly, this is one of those things where it's like, well, nobody's going to see that but you. But when you know it's there, all it's going to do is eat you up knowing it's there if you don't just fix it. Just the way it is. Can't do nothing about it. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so hair color. What do we want to do? Oh, there's my dog. Hello. Oh, I know what. It's not quite time yet. I will have to take about a 3-minute break to... Oh, I see my screen froze. Hold on. Let me fix that for you. Sorry about that. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. All right. I got to feed my dog in a couple of minutes. So there we go. Perfect. Okay, so we do need the bone color. Yeah, the skull. I got to figure out what I want to do with the skull. Because I do not like that. Let's turn on the background really quick, the full background. And let's figure this out, because this is just going to drive me crazy till I get it fixed. So, I don't know what that is. It's okay, I'll leave it alone. Hold on a minute. Where is that? It's got to be further down. Here it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop the opacity down on that. Let's bring that up. Let's find the brush size we need, which is not that. Let's drop this down to, say, 8 maybe? Nope, probably 5. Let's go with 5. 5 might be the winner. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks roughly the same. If it's slightly smaller, I don't really care, actually. There was one weird thing about this. Let's see. Yeah, there's like this borderline in Procreate I've noticed between the numbers. So from 5 to 6, because you're using your finger to adjust the meter a lot of times, if you move your finger to the very, what I'll call, quote unquote, the top of a number, it seems to get slightly incrementally thicker than if you just go middle. It doesn't make any sense, but I'm just telling you it's how it seems like it goes. All right, so let's make this, oh, you know what? Let me bring in the bone so I can just get, where's the skull? Whoa, wait a minute. Do I not have, hold on, make sure all this stuff's turned on. Whoa, that's weird. Well, that can't possibly be right. Can it? Hold on. Turn all this stuff off. Oh, yeah, okay, that's why. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense, because the skull that's here is the wrong size. Of course it is. Let's get this sized correctly, shall we? Good grief. I'm telling you. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, hold on. I gotta resize the whole thing. So all I gotta do is resize this. Yeah, you can see where that's not right. So let's get this correctly sized, because I'm sitting there going, that can't possibly be right, and it's not. So we're gonna resize this till we get it right, so that we can get this proportionally correct. There we go. We got it. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was sitting there going, whoa, whoa, whoa. How could I be this far off? Because I think what I actually did was I moved it and then I resized some of the elements and I forgot to fix that. Anyway, we're good. We're good. So where is the thing I just did? It's not that. Oh, yes, it is. That's it. Here we go. Okay. So 64. Is this an empty layer? Yes, it is, because that's where I was trying to work. Yeah, okay. So let's do this. Let's do an arc there. Okay. And then, well, no, that's too small. That's too tight of an arc. Hold on, where's the skin on this thing? Turn that off. Just turning this stuff off temporarily so I can see what I'm doing better. Come on, where are you? Where are you? There it is. Okay. Actually, I can just turn that down. Okay. Now let's go to layer 64. Here we are. And let's just go ahead and follow this arc to about there or so. And then we'll do the rest of the arc over here about there. Whoa, that's not enough of an arc. Gotta have more of an arc to it for it to do that. There we go. Okay. So that's now going to be where the crack is, and it's not going to look like that other one is. Okay, good. Good, good, good. So let's turn the bone off. Now, what we got to do is... What else is on this layer? Anything, or is it just that? Oh, man, I lucked out. It's just that. Okay. Wait, is it just that? No, it's got something else, too. What else does it have? Those 2 little lines? Oh, man. That's a screw up. No, I messed that up. What did I do? Yeah, okay. Let's see what I did. All right, let's do this. Max that out. Duplicate. Now on this layer, I'm going to erase. Hold on, I gotta do that. Okay, erase all that. And then on this one, I gotta erase the skull part. Sorry, bear with me. That's my fault. I I don't think I meant to mix those layers. It must have been an accident. Okay, so now that's there, and it's its own thing. Okay, so I can turn that off. Or at the very least, I can move that way down. And then on layer 64, oh, I just realized what time it was. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to feed my dog really quick. So I'm going to put the Be Right Back thing on, and I'm going to mute my mic, and I'll be back in about 3 minutes. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So let me turn that off, and we're back here. Okay, my dog has now been fed, so everything is right in her world at least. So let's keep going here. Hey, Timber Dragon. Yeah, I had to step away for a minute to feed my dog because she takes medication, so it has to be given to her with her food, and the timing is specific on it, so that's why I was gone for a minute. Okay, so we've got that in place. Let's go ahead and let's see here. I think I'll do largely the same thing. I'm just going to make it less of these kind of jagged pieces that look like they're glass. That was the thing I just didn't like about it, is because it started to look a lot like glass as opposed to bone. So we'll do this, and we'll just make that look a little bit better. There we are. I'm not going to bother with the lines coming off it, at least not like that. Okay, so let's clean this up a little bit. Do that. And then we'll just do something like that. And let's see what we got. So turn that off. Yeah, I like that better. I think that looks better. Okay, so let's see. Let's turn the other stuff back up. Which was what? Where were those other layers? 46. 46. We need 46 back on. Yep. And, oh, I can go ahead and merge that down. I'll erase that in a minute. And the other layer was which one? There it is. Bring that up. And I think that was all I did. Yes. Yep, everything else is the normal. Perfect. So let's go ahead and just do a little bit of erasing on this. Get that out of there and trim that up. Perfect. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. So now, okay, I have to just think about this. That would go over to there. Okay, so I need to, you know what? I need to start merging some of these layers. These do not all have to be separate layers like this anymore. Let me just turn the black layer off for a minute. Okay. Like the hair can all be together now. We don't really need these to be separate anymore because they're merged already. Oh, I just noticed. Oh, that's okay because it's in the black layer, so that's all right. Let's merge that down. I believe that's just the hair. Oh, it's not even all the hair. Oh, okay. So hold on. That's the rest. So we can move that up. And we can go ahead and merge that down. And then, oh, really? There's more? Oh, yeah, there is. Look at that. Okay, let's move that up. And let's go ahead and merge that down. And there we go. Oh, there's my dog. She's just wandering around now. Got all energetic because she ate her food. So now she's all peppy. Alright, that's the skin. Oh, that was the old skin. Well, I'm not going back to that. I can tell you right now. I'm not going back to that. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Hi! Yeah, was that delicious? I'm glad you liked it. Glad you liked it. Let's see. Let's see. Well, see, the ear doesn't... This does not have to be its own layer. So the ear we can merge down. These are the same line weights, so we should be good, and we are. That can stay separate. These don't have to be separate. These can be combined. Yep, okay. The eye. I can keep the eye separate, I suppose. That's a bone layer, so that can stay. Okay. So layer 66. All right, we're better now. Just trying to get things to be somewhat... That's a shading layer. Which actually, I guess I don't need now because I filled it in. So I don't really need that, do I? Or do I need that? You know what? I'm going to merge it with this. Merge down. That can all be a black layer. Hi, 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 hi. Yeah, I see you. I see it. Give me that. Yeah. That's my dog trying to get attention back on her. Give me that. Oh, missed. She's very good, as most dogs are, at being able to keep something just out of your reach. No, no. Ah, fine. You win. Okay, so let's do... I'm going to get rid of that. I'm not going back to that. I can tell you right now, I'm not going back to that. Let me just make sure I got the right layer here. That one. Gone. Okay. So we need to erase... Where is that layer at? Here it is. Okay. Just need to take that out. And then on that upper layer, which is where? Where are you, layer? Nope. There it is. We need to take that out because that's going behind, and that little bit right there, and that's it. So now that folds the skin back behind. That's good. And where are we? What is that? Okay, what is this? Where are you? Show me. Oh. Oh, it's just that? Okay, well this and that are probably the same. Yes. We can move that down. Let's go ahead and merge those together. Again, they don't all have to be separated anymore. And that, I believe, that we need to make part of the jawline, which is that. No. Where's the jawline? 36 and what? Where's 36 going? Where are you going, 36? Probably 47. No. No. Oh, where is this? Oh, now it's a bit of a treasure hunt. Where are you? Where is that jawline? It's got, ah, there it is. Oh, 36 is part of that. So wait a minute, but where's the bottom part? So where... Ooh, interesting. Hold on. Wouldn't be that. It would have to be that. So 36. Okay, so I can just merge these. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. That's good. We got the layers kind of... I'm just trying to get the layers under control so that not everything is just... It doesn't take me 4 hours to figure out where anything is. Actually, yeah, look at these. Can all be the same. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, they must have been separate. Okay, yeah. Merge that down. Now, I realize this may not be the most exciting thing to watch on a stream, but this is, this is why you don't want to have a million layers, because otherwise you end up in this where you're just trying to chase things down. So it's valuable to see it anyway. You know what? 66 and 45 can merge together. Those are bone layers. All right, now. So we've got that little fracture up there, which I kind of like better as a small fracture, not just a huge thing. We do need to get our bone colors back in, so let's add everything back in, get our colors back where we need them. Probably need to adjust, yeah, that's what I was going to say. The green's probably a little bit out of whack because we adjusted some of the borders, so we just need to remove that. Probably some here. No, that's good. Okay, that's okay. We're good, we're good. We're going to have to do... I've not determined whether I'm going to stick with green or not yet. Haven't made that decision. We'll get to that in a minute. But we do need a bone layer, and I would say probably the standard bone color. This one will work for the upper part of the skull here. Let's go ahead and fill that in the kind of broad strokes. And then we'll do some dark outlining. There we are. Let's get the smaller brush here. Relatively smaller brush anyway. We'll do these edges. And in fact, let's go ahead and cut the background out so that we're... Wow, yeah, look at that. Well, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let's cut the white area out so that we're not overlapping anything. So we'll just do that. And we'll just follow these edges a little bit so we can cut that out as much as possible. And now, if I come back here, I can see the edges better. See that? We can't use that. We can't erase with that thing. That's way too heavy a brush. Well, Timber Dragon... Oh, sorry, I just bumped the mic. That's okay. That's what I was saying before. If you have to go, you have to go. Well, thank you for stopping by. I mean, you see most of the stream. I'm probably going to be doing about another 15 minutes anyway, so you're not really missing anything. This is going to be a bit of a shorter stream, about 45 minutes or so. So it's okay. You're not going to miss much. And I'm not going to finish this in this stream. There's way too much left on this. So I will probably be doing this on Thursday, but that's okay. Not a problem. Don't worry about it. Do not worry, because unless something happens, I am planning on doing many more streams. So you come by whenever and for however long as it works for you. Do not worry about it one bit. Like I said, I'm genuinely astonished that anybody hangs around for any amount of time, because I don't think I'm particularly interesting. So anybody coming by and sticking around, even if it's 5 minutes, I appreciate it. I do. And if you have something else you have to do, then you have something else you have to do, and that's fine. Not a problem. There are probably metrics for Twitch that people look at and obsess over. Oh, how long did everybody stay on my stream? How long? I don't ever look at any of that stuff at all. So if you only stay for 2 minutes and you split, no problem. Gotta go, go. It is all right. I don't say that because I don't appreciate you being here. I do. All I'm saying is, I know people have other things to do. Not everybody can just stick around all the time. That is okay. Yeah, I'm changing how I'm overlapping these because I really like the darkest bits to be on the top. So I'm gonna just correct this. This bothers me. I don't like the hierarchy of this. Doesn't make sense to me. I'm on the right layer. So I'm gonna just do a quick update on this because I really think the lightest layer should be on the bottom and then the darkest layer should be on the top, because that's how shadowing should be to me. So I think I did it the other way because it was quicker and easier, but it's bothering me, so I have to fix it. Just cannot leave it that way or it's going to eat at me. So, and it lets me clean my edges up, which is good. See, it was easier to do for this, but you know what? It's not like this is hard to clean. This is very simple to clean up like this. Just got to follow the edges, follow the lines. It's not hard. And honestly, overall, it's going to be a better way to do it. Because that way, if I want to put shadows, I can just put them on the top and I can see exactly where they're going. Otherwise, I'd have to erase the lighter layers. And I just don't like it. It works fine if you're only doing maybe 2 colors. But since I'm up to 3 now, I don't like it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. And it doesn't really hurt any. See, I mean, those lines are already clean, so we're good there. Now I'm just going to clean this up, which should be easy enough. I'm just going to turn that off. Check these edges. Yeah, see, just a little bit there. Little bits here and there, not a lot. Okay, that I might have to look at. Let me see. Yeah, so what I got to do is this, so that I can just see how that line is there. So I'm going to just very simply do this, follow that along. I'll fix those white blobs in a second. Just cleaning that right there. I think that's it. Okay, good. So now let's maximize that. And what I'll do is I'll just go down to this layer, grab that, and then that will fill in those little spots right there. Right. Oh, okay, well, not into the teeth, buddy. Not into the teeth. One a little crazy. Yeah, better. See, because now I can take this color, jump to layer 2, then I can fill this in right here. And we'll get that filled in. I think the green is, yeah, that green's not going to matter. That part I'm not so worried about because that is going to get covered with the green. Actually, see, in some ways going over the border a little bit on this is good because it's showing me where I missed some of the green. If it ends up staying green, oh, no, that's the skin though, so we don't want to go there. It won't matter. I'm going to go over that anyway, but there's no reason to be completely sloppy about it, you know? So, okay, let's do this. And we'll go along here. There. So yeah, I'm going to be very happy when the fall weather arrives. Boy, will I be. Because it was like that a little bit last week, and man, it was nice. It was just nice to be outside and just have it, the sun's going down, so it's low light. It's very nice. I want more of that, please. Do enjoy fall weather. All right, let's do... Hold on, I think I have to cough. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I did have to cough. I'm glad I didn't cough on the mic. So let's do this, assuming this stays green. Again, not 100% sold on that yet, but let's just for now go ahead and... Now here I got to be a little careful, because if I go into the... See, I can do that. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to stick to these nice edges here. I got to be careful on both sides, because I can also do that. So this is where I got to be a little bit more careful. I mean, I don't have to... Zooming in makes it easier to be quicker about it. I wish I could do all this work with it zoomed out so that you could see everything I was doing kind of from a big level, but I can't work that way. Unfortunately, my eyes are terrible. And so if I zoom out that far, I will spend as much time zoomed in cleaning up as I would, you know, actually draw where you could see it. So it's basically the same difference. But yeah, my eyes are awful. At some point, I really do. I mean, I'm hoping by the time my eyes get so bad that I really can't see anything, that they'll have a way to fix it. Because otherwise, I don't know how I'll draw. Because if I can't see, I mean, I guess I could literally go put my face right up against the iPad, but I don't think that's going to be a lot of fun. I actually have to do that sometimes when I'm working on a traditional media piece, you know, pen and ink piece, not on the iPad. And there have been times I've had to take my glasses off and put my face right up to the paper. Luckily, not much, but I have had to do it. That makes me go, oh boy. Is that where I'm heading? Is it going to get to that point? It might. It might. But I'm hoping that maybe at some point... Because there is LASIK. But I don't think I am a good candidate for LASIK, because I believe, unless something has changed, you used to have a fairly stable prescription. And mine always shifts a little bit. One of my eyes actually apparently got better this year. I have a hard time believing, but well, that's what my eye doctor told me, so I trust her. She says it got better. I mean, I got my new prescription, I can see, so obviously it didn't get worse, that I can tell. But I just sit there going, really? Well, my eyes got better. I just always expected them to keep getting worse. I'll take it. I'm not complaining about that. I really don't want them to get worse. I'm not thrilled at how bad my eyesight is, but unfortunately, it's just a reality. I do not have great eyes. I actually should be happy they haven't gotten worse faster, because they ain't great. Especially my left eye, I think, is the really bad one. So I'm not going to complain too much, because certainly they could have gotten worse faster. Let me turn... Actually, it doesn't matter. It's a black layer, so I'm okay. I'm okay going a little bit over on these edges, because the black is going to cover... Black is always my top layer on most things, unless I'm doing an inverted image, meaning that the black layer is the background as opposed to white, which I have to do some more of those. I haven't done enough of those. They can be really fun. I always just default to the standard kind of black for the... Actually, I did the tentacle one. When I go back to that one has partially a white element to it. So I started playing around with that again. I got to figure some things out for that tentacle piece. I want to finish that. I want it to be a bigger piece than it's going to be. So I just have to get back to it. I may work on that over on the twit.tv network. One of the hosts on there, one of the primary hosts, Micah Sargent, does a crafting stream where he invites people who are part of the Club Twit, I guess you'd call it subscription tier, because I do contribute to Twit. I've listened to Twit for, a very long time. And so I'm happy to support them in any way I can, because I want them to keep doing what they're doing. And like a lot of podcast networks and people, it's tough. It's getting tougher, because the advertising just has bailed. I think it's starting to get a little better. A little bit. But I mean, nowhere near what it was. Which is unfortunate because I think... Well, it's unfortunate for a couple of reasons. One is that they just, you know, advertising just is fundamentally different. Advertising is such a bad thing anyway. It's just, you know, marketing and advertising, I just don't like it because a lot of it is just so deceptive now. You know, it's just, I just don't like, I mean, marketing is always, it's always been what marketing should be. This is just my opinion, but advertising and marketing, which are the same thing, what they should be doing is emphasizing what's good about, you know, whatever the product is. That should be what they're doing. Not making stuff up, not saying, oh, we're better than whoever else. That never really works that well. It should be, here's the thing that we do. Here's why we're good at it. That's it. That's it. And then let people make a decision. That's how it should be. That's not how it is, but that's how it should be. It's unfortunate that it is not like that more often. So I'm not surprised that a lot of these companies don't want to spend any money on advertising because they don't see the value of it, which is a shame, especially with like Twit. They do host read ads for the most part, where one of the hosts reads the ad and gives it kind of a personal touch to it. And I think that's, I mean, I have no problem listening to that compared to just some of these auto-generated things that you hear a lot, and they're almost uniformly terrible because all they are is TV commercials. And it's not like anybody really likes TV commercials. So the fact that they just make an audio version of a TV commercial, oh, that's great. I really want to listen to that. So they're awful. It shouldn't be a surprise. Of course they are, because like I said, they're just TV ads put into podcast form, and it's not great. I don't really know who thinks that's good, except for, of course, the advertisers who love it because they're just like, oh, yeah, okay, we can just do the same thing we've always done. And in many cases, they literally are just cutting the video out of it. If you were to see the TV commercial, it's the same audio in most cases. In fact, there's kind of a joke that my wife and I make when we watch baseball, because we stream it through the MLB service, which I'm almost impressed with how MLB somehow continually over the course of the year, and I feel like they've done this almost every year for the last 5 years. When the season starts, their streaming thing is really good, and then they make updates, and they somehow make it worse over the course of the season. Like I said, it is almost impressive that they can make their service worse as you're watching it. In some cases, it's borderline impressive. In any event, there's a thing that they do, which is a baseball equivalent of a horoscope. So they'll pick, you know, Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, and they usually on the video stream, you'll see a picture of a ball player who I assume was born in that particular, whatever that sign is. And then they do a horoscope reading that both makes sense for the baseball player and how they play, but also you as the person watching, it's, you know, you could apply it to you. It's a neat idea. I kind of like it. And then when you listen to the stream, they play the exact same little thing, but you don't have the visuals because it's audio only. And without the visuals, it doesn't make any sense because you can't see anything of what's going on. So there's like a sound effect that plays when it intros, but since you don't have the video, you can't see the little animation it's doing. And it doesn't say baseball horoscope or anything. It just goes into it. And it's so bizarre because if you don't know what it is, if you're listening to that, you'll sit there and go, what am I listening to? What is this? It won't make any sense. It's the strangest thing. So that's what I mean about just replicating it that way. I don't think that's a good thing to do. But, you know, what do I know? Anyway, I am at the 50-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here because I was planning 45 minutes. I've already gone a little bit over. This thing is moving along. It's going well. So we're going to continue this probably on the Thursday stream. I really don't think it's going to be green skin. It makes it look too much like an alien. So I think it's probably going to be more like a purple color. You know, something like maybe that. You know, something, yeah, maybe 90. Pull the saturation down a bit to 25. So 90 and 25. Yeah, I think I like that better. So let's go ahead and make that change. 95. Saturation down by 25. Way better, way better. Doesn't look like an alien now. So yeah, we're gonna stick with that, I think. So we'll bring the stream to a close here. And as I always do, I want to thank you for coming by. I know at one point there were 3 people watching, so thank you 3 people who are watching. Thank you anybody who watches. And as I said to Timber Dragon, if you can't stay, that's perfectly fine. I'm appreciative that anybody comes by at all. So yeah, I'm planning to do my Thursday stream as usual. Will probably be this image. That is the plan. So if you are around and you're watching this live, you can come back on Thursday and I'll be playing the stream again. As always, you can also see these on the YouTube channel. I post them a bit after the fact. And if you're seeing it there, thank you for watching it there. Like I said, I don't care if people watch live or not. That's not my priority. I just like people seeing what I'm doing. So thank you for coming by. I guess I'm supposed to say like and subscribe and all that stuff. I always forget. I just happen to remember. Okay, do it. Don't. It's fine. I'm not making any money off this, so, you know, whatever you feel like doing, go ahead and do it. Whatever you do, though, try to experience a little bit more creativity before the end of the day, if it's not too late where you are. Because I know for like Timber Dragon, it's like 9:30. So depending on how much time is left, whatever time you're going to be awake before you go to bed, experience some more creativity somewhere else. Somebody making music, somebody doing another drawing stream like this, somebody doing anything creative. Go and experience, or do something yourself. Even better, do something yourself, even a small thing. Creativity is good for your mind, your body, and your soul. So try to have as much of it in your life as you possibly can. Again, thank you for coming by. And like I said, all this stuff goes up on the YouTube channel, which is right there on the top bar. You can see there, that name, Ozone Art Foundry. You'll find everything there in all different places. And on that note, thank you again for coming by. Live or later, doesn't matter to me. And until the next stream, go be creative, or at least get some creativity in your life. And until next time,